Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Spelunky Weekly Showdown. This is our fourth race of the day. And unlike the others we've had so far, this is an any percent race. Which means our racers are allowed to pick up and use anything they see fit. As long as they don't hack or cheat the game, it's all fine. The other rules are exactly as they are otherwise. They have 15 minutes to beat Olmec. First one to beat Olmec wins. If neither of them beat Olmec, then whoever gets the furthest in 15 minutes wins. If they both get to the same point, then there is a sudden death round that will determine the actual winner of the round. Anyway, the racers are off! So, racing right now, on the left, we have BisleyT from the US, from the UK rather. My apologies. Playing as the Green Ninja. And we have mollybook on the right. Playing as Chub Scout. Right now they're both making their way through the mines, as this race has just gotten underway. Bisley is slightly ahead at the top of 1-3 compared to Molly just entering 1-3. It looks like Bisley is going to deliver that damsel, hopefully through the door rather than onto spikes, to get some health back. Meanwhile, Molly is opting for the Ujedi, apparently. Nope, she's leaving the key behind, just using it as a tool. Throws the pot to kill the blue snake. I suppose, little known fact, if you throw a pot at an enemy, then it cannot spawn another enemy. It cannot spawn another enemy because it dies immediately if it tries to spawn. Bisley, back at the beginning of 1-2, must not have liked what he saw earlier. Both these racers are basically taking their time. You know, they know that this is a contest to see who gets the furthest. So they want to make sure that they're the one who gets the furthest. And if you're not comfortable with racing, then don't race. They're both playing this smart based on how they feel comfortable. We have Molly choosing to bomb for paste. Little unfortunate that the paste didn't fall down, and then the rope not going where she wanted it to. She leaves the mines down a bomb on a rope with no other resources. She's also not robbing shops. Apparently, she is choosing to only rely on items that she finds or purchases. Which, again, if you're not comfortable robbing shops, don't run shops. BisleyT, on the other hand, and on the other side, has a web gun, which he is using to halt the advance of all those bees and kill them. That is genius. Why have I never thought of that? Unfortunately, all the health that he got from the royal jelly was immediately removed by bees. But that was sure fun to watch, wasn't it, folks? Welcome to Star League. So, right now, both of our racers are on 2-3. There's a Tiki Village for Molly. And it looks like it's a big Tiki Village, which is unfortunate. That's going to slow her down. And Bisley just has a regular normal 2-3. He gets through with very little trouble. He has 3 health, 3 bombs, and 4 ropes. and is otherwise low percent. Molly has 4 health, 2 bombs, 3 ropes, and is otherwise low percent. And they're both now in 2-4. That blue frog knows what it did. It had that death coming. Oh, did it ever have that death coming. Blue Frog for Satan, 2016. Bisley, the first one to pick up resources in this race. Finds 3 ropes in the crate. It's a fine start. Molly, not far behind, picking up some bombs. Using a rope, I think I would have bombed down instead. But it's a different path. It'll still work. Molly not comfortable with the jump whip, apparently. And is not going to be able to lure that blue frog out. She may have to bomb through there if she wants to get past, or take damage. Bisley taking his time to sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff and picks up a Kapala for his troubles. All at once at 3-1 in the ice caves. He now should have very little, if any, health problems. Molly bombing a couple Tiki men to get through there. 7 bombs, 1 health. And Molly is down in the jungle. Bisley looking to buy some spectacles. Choosing not the spike shoes. I guess he already has spike boots. Not buying a cape, surprisingly. Too expensive. Now, picking up a mine. Throwing away a mine. Picking up a damsel. After whipping that dog like the dog it is. Remember, folks, don't hurt your animals. Star League Racing and Spelunky Weekly Showdown do not support animal abuse of any kind. Unless it's in a video game, then it's fucking hilarious. And this is a video game, so in this context, we're okay with it. Bisley cautiously making his way through 3-4, choosing to bomb for the damsel and thus for health. Using that Kapala to the fullest extent of the law. At least as far as he can, without killing the damsel. Delivers it. Unable to buy the shotgun. It costs more than he's got. Is he going to go looking for money now? Nope. He's going to take the exit and hope for the best in the temple. By the way, Bisley's on to the temple. Molly, using the damsel as a weapon, which I guess you can use in low percent? Maybe? You're not delivering it. Bisley, down in 4-1. And there's only 7 minutes left in this race, folks. So this will probably be their last chance to beat a depth of 4-1. Molly could go mining for money and go back up there to buy some stuff from the shop in 1-3. But it looks like she is content to just go. Meanwhile, Bisley taking the full shop robbery. Jetpack teleporter. Nope, jetpack shotgun. Not comfortable with a teleporter in a race. Probably a wise choice, let's be honest. The teleporter is not exactly a reliable item in the hands of someone who's not really skilled at it. And I don't know what Bisley's skill level with the teleporter is, so that might be him. Nevertheless, he is now shotgun jetpack in 1-3, but he misses the input for the exit. I think he expected to bounce on the shopkeeper and wasn't ready for the possibility that he would just go straight down. So despite the shotgun jetpack combination, Bisley is down in 1-3, back to 1-1, and he's going to have to get on his horse if he wants to make it back to the temple again. However, right now this race is entirely in Molly's hands to win or lose. Bisley has set the benchmark at 4-1, and if Molly can reach 4-1, that will cause a tie in this race. If she can beat 4-1, then that will be the new benchmark, and if Bisley cannot overtake whatever level Molly gets to in that time, then Molly will actually take this race, despite the not really great luck she's been having so far with this level generation. Picking up a damsel, looking for some extra health. Coming out of 2-2. Molly's going to carry that damsel around all the way to the exit. And eventually, hopefully, deliver that damsel safely. Succeeding at a ledge grab on the drop. Because the block that she ledge grabbed was entirely on screen, had she just landed on that block, she would actually have been safe. If you look down and the block you want to land on is entirely on screen, it is a safe drop. If you look down and the block is not entirely on screen, it is not a safe drop. It's just as simple as that. Molly, because she took her time on 2-2 and now has a dark level, 2-3, throws away the torch, but it's right back down there again. She can drop straight down for that ledge grab, and she does. And that torch will see her well through to the end of the level. Waiting for the Yangshi to do its thing. Ends up ducking it, exits right below her. Easy dark level, she's through to 2-4. At the rate that Bisley is going through 1-3, it is unlikely that he will get back to the back to the temple rather. So this is all down now to what Molly can do on this run. If she lives through it and beats level 4-1, then she will set the new benchmark. Meanwhile, Bisley is having a small amount of difficulty with some spiders there, but nothing he can't handle with a couple of well-placed shotgun blasts. Let's be honest, a couple of well-placed shotgun blasts will solve most of your life's problems. Or murder them. But Star League Racing and Spelunky Weekly Showdown do not support murder. Because killing's wrong. Molly really taking her time now. She's already had a dark level in the jungle, so even if this were 2-3 that she were taking her time on, she would not get a dark 2-4 because you can only get one dark level per area. And of course now she's entering the ice caves, and there are no dark levels in the ice caves. But there is music for a dark ice caves level in the Spelunky soundtrack, and it is amazing. It's really good. Bisley's back to 1-2. He's now just playing for fun. And Molly's down on 3-1. And there is now not enough time for either of these racers to get back to 4-1, which means Bisley is going to take the first round of this any percent race between BisleyT from England on the left and mollybook from the USA on the right. We're going to let them finish up the seeds they're currently on, if they so choose. We'll let time run out, and then we will return after a brief reset period for round 2 of the 80% race between BisleyT and mollybook here on Spelunky Weekly Showdown. Bisley apparently not aware that you only have to drop one bomb to kill a shopkeeper. Hey, Chub Scout returns. Alright. The slower pace makes this actually a lot harder to commentate. This is when having a co-commentator will be really helpful, because there can be banter to fill the time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round 2 of this any percent Spelunky race between BisleyT, sporting the Green Ninja from England, and mollybook, sporting Chub Scout from the US. This is an any percent race, best of 3. BisleyT took round 1 by reaching 4-1. And now we are entering round 2. The rules of the race are simple. Because it's an any percent race, the racers are allowed to pick up and use anything they find, as BisleyT is demonstrating right now. And they have 15 minutes to get as far as possible. First one to beat Olmec in 15 minutes wins. If neither of them beat Olmec in that time, then whoever gets the furthest wins. And if they both get to the same level, then there will be a sudden death round that will be explained if it comes up. This is the 4th race that we've had today. We do this every Friday and Saturday. And there's up to 4 races each time we do it. The first 3 were low percent. You can check those out on the Star League videos on demand. This is the only any percent race of the day. And right now it sees both of our racers, BisleyT and mollybook, making their way through the mines. BisleyT robbed a shopkeeper for a teleporter and then died from it on his first seed and is now doing his second. While Molly is, just taking her time on the first seed with a really unfortunate powder keg spawn. She's going to have to bomb through there to get past it, and she does. Because this is any percent, she is allowed to pick up other bombs and use them as well, and anything else she feels like doing. And we just saw BisleyT pick up and sacrifice the idol on the altar, just to show that he could do it. Actually, I sort of think that I would have let the boulder spawn and see what it takes out, because it could only make the path easier. Hopefully not taking out the shopkeeper in the process. At any rate, he's making his way through 1-4, claiming some pace from a spider, having to burn a rope to go back up and get it. Meanwhile, Molly is making her way into 2-2, as Bisley begins 2-1. There's those 3 bombs out of a bomb bag for Molly, demonstrating exactly what I was saying before about being able to pick up other resources along the way. Dodging a skeleton pretty skillfully there, well done. Bisley having to deal with a brutal tiki village. Webs and trees everywhere. Zorn's weapon shop providing Molly with a few extra bombs. As Bisley says, Tiki men do not belong here, takes them out with their own weapon, and then dies on 2-1. So right now, Molly at 2-3 is setting the pace. She is determining what the level to beat is. That orange frog is really sour right now, stuck in a spider web. Gwen Stefani would be proud. Molly, looking for the exit to 2-3, finding the way down, was on the right. She's gonna make her way up over this tiki trap, past the monkey. Exit's gonna be just on the other side, and she will exit smoothly into level 2-4. Meanwhile, Bisley, making his way into 1-3, he is not having nearly as good luck this time around as he did in the first round. But hopefully, that will clean up for him a little bit as he continues in this race. Molly is about to clear the jungle and enter the ice caves. Has not had an opportunity to collect any extra health yet. Down to 3, choosing to use a rope and a bomb to get past these tiki traps. I'm not really sure what her plan was here. Just the rope would have been sufficient, but she used both. She has a lot of bombs, so she can certainly spare them. And she is the first to the ice caves on this particular run. Still collecting some money, so that in case she comes across a shop that she likes the items of, she can purchase something. Gonna go down there looking for the exit. And is through to 3-2 with very little difficulty, if any. Parachute, the MVP of Bisley's run right now. As he collects a damsel, goes back up, and he's going to go through the Haunted Castle, taking advantage of the Dead or Restless level. Looks like he's going to collect some resources. First, spectacles. And deliver some money. And we're going to see a Haunted Castle on this run, folks. Molly, unfortunately, down in the ice caves, is back to the mines. But she has set the level to beat at, I believe, 3-2. Bisley making his way through the fixed L shape of the castle. It is down and to the left. Much like the black market is down and to the right. He's looking to sacrifice that vampire on the altar. But unfortunately, that does not give you a cape. You have to kill the vampire yourself if you want to collect a cape from his dead and rotting corpse. Taking all that time in the castle earned him also a dark level, but he picks up a bunch of bombs, so all is right in the world for Bisley. The torch will see him through as long as he doesn't get jumped on by blue frogs. They're scum. They know why. Molly there tried to bomb out the spider, but unfortunately the bomb didn't do quite what she wanted it to. So now she has a bit of a sticky situation there. She's going to have to jump up and either duck the spider entirely or kill it from below. It is just not cooperating. She could whip that spider from below when it's standing up there, but it wouldn't really do much overall. And she chooses not to. Bisley, meanwhile, is going to acquire the Dead or Restless shotgun, which is always there under a tombstone marked Ash rather than Rip. And he is now armed, entering a Wet Fur 3-1. Immediately taking out 2 UFOs. They know what they did. Molly, unfortunately, down to a flying rock from her own explosion. Bisley is collecting a lot of passive items on this run. Already has spectacles and spike boots and paste and a compass. The compass especially is a good one. It's my favorite passive item of all. I like it even more than the jetpack. Looks like Molly is going to collect a Matic from the spike pit. Or she's going to try to. Unfortunately, her bombing skills were not as good as they could have been on that particular attempt. And she is down in the mines. Bisley now tying Molly's progress in 3-2. After an easy damsel pickup, he's back up to 4 health, 11 bombs, 11 ropes, and he didn't even go through a black market to get them. Molly, unfortunately, is going to have to do really well on this run and pretty quickly if she wants to have a chance to win this round. Because Bisley is now on 3-3, which is the new benchmark, and there's only about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. So Molly is going to have to go quick and go far if she wants to get back into this. Bisley burning a rope into the abyss. He either missed an input or he didn't realize how low he was. 3-3 is the point to beat. And just like that, Molly suddenly has more time to get where she's going than she could have. If Bisley had gotten into the temple, then Molly's time would have been far more tight. But Bisley, unfortunately, dying to the abyss on 3-3, making that the level to get past. Molly, unfortunately, throws the pot in the wrong direction. She can bounce off that caveman to get back up, and she does. She's taking a lot of damage on this 2-1. It's not looking good for her right now, but she can find some damsels and deliver them to the exit to get some of that health back. And the jungle is a harsh mistress. She may need to do that. She's choosing not to open crates right now. Looks like she's going more for speed than she is for resources, which is good and bad. She needs speed in order to get to 3-3 to tie up the run. But without health, resources are the thing that's most likely to help her out. So hopefully she's going to pick some up along the way. Hopefully she will find some damsels to deliver. Get some health back. Bisley picks up some ropes. But right now, this is, once again, Molly's race to win or not. It's entirely up to her speed and her skill to determine the outcome of this. She can drop straight down from that ledge, finds a lucky bounce on the caveman, dodges the other one. She's playing this really well right now. Uses a rope to get past the tiki trap safely, but it's the wrong side. She's gonna have to go back to the other side. She can use the vine at the bottom to get to the other side, but she's gonna have to land on those cavemen pretty quickly to get through there in time to get to the ice caves. She does it. She reaches the exit safely and finds a damsel. She's back up to 2 health and into 2-4. Molly is making a run of it. And Bisley, down in 2-3, is not going to have a chance to extend his lead. Those bubbles are harsh. But right now it's down to, can Molly reach 3-3? That is the only question that remains at this point. But she's down to spikes, unfortunately, in the jungle on 2-4, so close to the ice caves. At this point, there is not enough time for either of these racers to get back to the ice caves. So Bisley's going to make a go of it. So as it stands, unless something really miraculous happens on Molly's end, Bisley is going to take round 2, end the race. with a 2-0 victory. We're going to let them play this out. And we do hope that you've enjoyed all 4 of our races so far. If you like what you're seeing, we're going to be doing it all again tomorrow, when we're going to have 4 low percent races, up to 4 low percent races. The first one will be Meow Mix Mix from the US versus Molly Man from Canada. Second one will be Shin Grey Words from the US versus Username Can't Be 25 from somewhere. And we may have 2 more races. Those are to be determined. In the meantime, I have been Demono, your commentator for today's races. We want to give huge thanks to all of our racers. Krill71, who beat Hectic XXX 9001 in the first race, low percent. Twigglefly, who beat Saturnin 95 2-0 in the second race. Alcor, who squeaked out a win over Polo de Janeiro 2-1 in the third race. And BisleyT now, who is defeating mollybook 2-0 in the fourth race. Congratulations to all of our racers for putting on a great show. Thank you to all of our racers. Thank you to all of you for tuning in to watch. We do this every Friday and Saturday. And we hope that you'll join us again tomorrow and next time for Spelunky Weekly Showdown here on Star League Racing. Have a good night!